morning. Welcome to our weekly vlog on Unsung Heroes of the Bible. And as always, I rotate my mugs for my coffee, and today is Nicaragua. Had the opportunity of doing some mission work in Nicaragua and picked up that mug in a market in Managua, and you can't. I can't turn it up for you. See, I spilled my coffee, but when it gets to the bottom, there's a ceramic scorpion at the bottom of it, which can fool people, sometimes scare them. But I remember to pray for our missionaries and the good Christians in Nicaragua today. Join me in that. Well, our unsung hero for today, we're still in the realm of the judges, and sometimes when you're in the middle of some cultural chaos, a spiritual drift, which happened to Israel at this time in their history quite often, God raises up someone that doesn't fit the mold. And today we have someone that heard what and stepped up when she needed to, when God needed her to, but not someone that you might expect. It's a woman named Deborah. Perhaps you've heard of her. In Judges 4:4, it says, "Now Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, was judging Israel at that time." So the judge of Israel, the leader that they had at that time, was a woman named Deborah. She wasn't particularly a warrior. She wasn't a priest. She wasn't a Levite. She wasn't a king either. But she was faithful. She was wise. She was bold. And God used her very powerfully. So what makes Deborah an unsung hero? Well, she was leading at a very dark time in Israel history. And the days of the judges were marked by moral collapse and foreign oppressors coming in. And she was a judge and also a prophet, meaning God spoke through her to the people. She was the spiritual and civic leader of Israel at that time. A rare and a very brave role, especially for a woman to take at that time. She encouraged others to rise up and to do their part. When the military leader, Barak, hesitated, she didn't shame him for it. She just stood beside him and went into battle with him and encouraged him. She always gave the glory to God, not to herself. And after the victory, she didn't take credit either, but she sang a song of praise to God for the victory. You find that in Judges chapter 5. There's some lessons we can learn from Deborah, this unsung hero of the Bible, that God can speak through anyone, whoever God chooses. Deborah listened to God's voice, and she boldly shared what she heard from him, as a good prophet would, saying, "Thus saith the Lord." Leadership, it does take courage. She didn't back down from the task, though. Even if the odds were overwhelming, she stayed faithful. And she lifted up others. Good leaders do that as well. She inspired Barak, and she rallied the people, and she prophesied that victory would come, that God had promised the victory, not for glory, but to show that God fights for his people. There's some personal takeaways here that you and me and everybody can take from this unsung hero, Deborah. You don't need a title in order to lead. You just need a willingness to listen and obey what God is telling you to do. God might use your voice to encourage others and to cause them to move into action. Even if you feel like the least among everybody else, God can still use you. It's his choice. Sometimes the greatest victories happen when we step into battle simply because God said so. That's obedience. Deborah stood tall when others were kind of shrinking in fear to the enemy. She listened when others ignored God's voice. She led with wisdom when others kind of hid in the shadows. We need more people like Deborah today, I think. You may not be called to the battlefield, but you are called to be faithful, a faithful servant. And like Deborah, our voice can be one of encouragement and courage in a world that desperately needs the truth. God bless you. Have a good week.